Much like the gap from the Nintendo and Super Nintendo Zelda games, there was another 5-year gap before Zelda made another big console release. It was definitely worth the wait, because what fans got in 1998 blew them away. The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time was released on the Nintendo 64, and it continued the trend of Nintendo bringing their franchises to 3D on the new system, much like Super Mario 64. Throughout Ocarina of Time's 4-year-long development, the game went through very many different development stages, which you can see here. It was first planned to go on Nintendo 64 DD add-on system, but it fell through and it went to the regular Nintendo 64. The story of Ocarina went like this. You are Link, once again as a child, and you get sent on a quest to save Hyrule from the evil Lord Ganondorf, who takes over in the future. Like A Link to the Past, you go through 2 different variations of the 2 worlds, but instead of dark and light, it's past and future. So in that case, you play as Link as a child, then later you play as him as an adult, but subsequently switch out between child and adult throughout the game. The game featured a vast, open world that no one has ever seen before in a video game at that point, and the story was stunning to say the least. Ocarina of Time is one of the best examples of bringing 2D to 3D amazingly. Ocarina got many perfect scores from critics, and is still hailed as one of the best, if not the best, games of all time. The game sold millions, becoming the best-selling Zelda game on any console at that point. Following the success of Ocarina, Nintendo decided to follow up on the game quickly and started development on a new 3D Zelda game titled Majora's Mask. Majora's Mask featured the same Link as the Link in Ocarina of Time and followed the game closely after the child ending of Ocarina. Link discovers a plot to destroy the world by plunging a moon into the face of the planet. But instead of the land of Hyrule being in this game, no, it was the land of Termina. Majora's Mask ended up being a much darker game than Ocarina of Time, and it featured a time system that made the player re-experience the events of 3 days over and over again. Another new feature in Majora's Mask was the inclusion of masks that let Link turn into other races. The other races include like Gorons, Zoras, you name it. Majora's Mask would end up selling 3 million copies, which was a commercial low for the series, but Majora's Mask still managed to keep relatively high reviews. Join us next part where we go into the 2 Capcom handheld Zelda adventures and we start going into the controversial Wind Waker adventure.